Hello everybody, this is Gwyneth and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. It's chilly up here in the Northeast. I don't know where you're looking at this from, but I know I have a sister down in Florida and she's like complaining that it's 60 degrees and we're all freezing here at -1. But spring is on its way. We just celebrated Imbolc, which is a Celtic first day of spring holiday on February 1st. So that means that it's on its way. That's an exciting thing for all of us. Hey, so I know that you're all busy and that you have more on your plate than you can handle. But please, if you like this site, like, share, and subscribe. It does wonders for us. And it grows this channel. I need your help. So this is a forecast for the fire signs. And it runs from the 8th of February to the 20th. And we're going to be talking shop. We're going to be talking astrology. And then I will wander into the land of tarot and we'll take a look at what else is happening here. So let's start with Aries. Let's get right into it. But first I have to sip my coffee. And let's get going. Okay, folks. So you know that I start with the moon cycle. And if there's something pertinent that relates to you, well, there's a lot that relates to you. We'll actually address some of that later on in the astrology report when we talk about transits. But on the 11th and 12th, your fellow fire sign, Sagittarius, is roaming through your chart. And it does wonderful things for your complexion. I'm just kidding. But it does impact that area of your chart where you get to explore the world. It's the 9th house. It's about travel, and to some extent, it expands your mind. And you do it through interesting avenues. Like you may discover a passion that you didn't know you even were interested in. So keep that in mind. That's the 11th and 12th. That's Wednesday and Thursday coming up. The other thing is that we have a workaday. Put your nose to the grindstone moon on the 13th and 14th when the moon is in Capricorn. And for you lovely Arians, this is in your 10th house. It's a big kahuna moon for you. It's in your 10th house of career. And it's also that area where, if you work, let's say you work for a very small business, or you work at a very low position in your company. It doesn't matter. The emphasis is on the work you do in a big setting, or the work that you are doing in the community. It could be for a nonprofit. It could be for a civic organization. Hey, maybe you don't even get paid for it, but for some reason, you feel like everything is focused on that part of your chart right now. And that happens coming up. Actually, it's the 13th, 14th, and 15th. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So mark it on your calendars. Now, let's jump right into the transits because they're really important. On the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, Saturn, which is all about, doing the right thing, working really hard, paying attention to the way things have always been done, changes sign, and it goes into the fiery sign that you're known for, that everybody expects from you, of Aries. Your sign is highlighted here, and it's all about you. In fact, this particular reading is all about you, because Saturn, which likes to take its time and work through all the kinks, is moving into firebrand Aries. That's you. Even though you may be a mellow Arian, you're on show here. And it's in your first house. And it's your identity. If you have Aries rising, there is this feeling like you want to change up the way you look, the way you sound, the way you impress people. Okay, let's add to this. On February 20th, we have a unknown entity, so to speak. When Saturn conjuncts Neptune, both planets are in the sign of Aries at 0 degrees. We have not seen this before. We have seen like 0 degree 43, etc., or 0 degree 52, but never just 0 degrees of Aries. So we're combining the practicality of Saturn with the ability to intuit, the ability to understand the subconscious, and combining it with the need to take the practicality and the intuition and blow it up so that people hear it, so that the world understands what is happening beneath the surface. This is falling in that first house. You are part of this experience. You, being you, will be the one to take the bull, what is it called? A bulwark or a bullhorn, and advertise the information to the world. It is it's sort of a self-designed commercial. Hey folks, wake up. There is news to be had. You, Aries, are on the forefront of this. Now, this could be happening in your family. This could be happening in your community. You could be involved with this on many different levels. So keep that in mind. Then on February 8th, to add to this whole explosion of information, the new moon is in Aquarius, and it is in a potent degree of 28 degrees. Why do I say that? Because historically that's found in the charts of heads of state, rulers of countries, etc. But 28 degrees is seen by astrologers as a dynamic, take no prisoners kind of energy. I hate to use that phrase right now, but it's more of a let's make noise with this 28 degrees. And for you, Aries, it is in your 11th house. So are you working in a corporation? Are you working with a big group of people? Are you ready to make an announcement? Do you run an organization? Do you run a nonprofit? Are you telling the board members, we've run out of money? Which is happening across the country with a lot of nonprofits. They're struggling. Or some of them are doing really well because they are getting more support than they ever did before. So it depends on what you're involved with. But some of you who do that kind of work, even in for-profits, it's complicated right now. So here's what I'm trying to say to you. if you are involved with people that support you and regard you and put you in high esteem, this is a time during this new moon where there's a new start. Have you been doing well, and are people impressed with your efforts? You could get a promotion. You could, because it's a new moon, you could wander into a large corporation by accident and make some noise in the process. So this is what's happening right now. And this new moon is like the ice cream on a sundae, because it's also opening doors for you and rallying your supporters. Are you a politician? Are you interested in an environmental cause? Are you interested in building a coalition of like-minded people who are interested in textiles? It doesn't matter. This is a period of time where you can garner support. And it's very exciting. So that's what's happening with Arians. If you have any more questions, please feel free to contact me. I'm at cottagetarot.com, and I love to hear your comments. But this is what is going on right now. Now let's take a look at the oracle cards and see what they're saying as it relates to all of this. Or not. I always think that more is better. And suddenly my nose started to run, so I'm going to try not to sniff too much. Peace offering. So are you in the position of being a diplomat? Are you the one holding everything together? Are you the glue that binds? Peace offering. White buffalo calf woman, very sacred, iconic marker for some Native Americans. Peace offering. There's something that you do that makes you very happy. There is a joyous celebration in a relationship, possibly a wedding. Yes, there's a partnership that is really bringing you great joy. Someone has fallen in love with you. And it's sudden. Ace of Swords. In addition, there's someone working against it in the back of beyond. Someone very secretly doesn't like the fact that you have found such happiness. And what do we do about it? We simply go forward, make money, and spend it. You may be working on a project right now that's costing you more than you would like it to, but you're still bringing in enough money to cover it. And that's kind of the crux of some of what's happening for some of you. You're not aware of how draining a certain circumstance is. You may have plumbing issues because of the Neptune moving into Aries. You may have issues that you did not anticipate. I hope that they're just mundane. There is a rebirth for you on many different fronts. The Death card always represents moving away from something that has hurt you a great deal. You know, and that makes sense with the new moon. A new moon is a new start. King of Wands, that's you. Non-gender specific. I always want to say non-genetics specific, but it's non-gender. King of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries. You are in a position to take charge. And there's new love. It could be new love coming from another fire sign. Someone is really backing you. there is a new beginning with this. This goes along with this new moon on the 18th. You are cared for. And there's a party to celebrate. 3 of Cups. I'm going to end it at that. I want to applaud you. You have struggled. A lot of you Arian folks are quiet warriors. Not every Aries personality is loud and bodacious. Although I have nothing against that. I love boisterous people. But this is a period of time where you're starting to get your footing back. Enjoy the next 2 weeks. Please get a hold of me if you would like to, and really take care of yourself. Be well. Hello, Leo. How are you? Well, I'm going to suggest that there's a lot happening in your chart, and so we'll take a look at that. Also, if you like listening to me and you think I have valuable information to share, like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out. I'm trying to grow this channel, and you can always contact me at cottagetarot.com. Okay, this is a forecast from the 8th of February to the 20th. And let's jump in. Now, your fellow fire sign on the 10th and on the 11th and 12th will be in Sagittarius. Where does that hit you? In the 5th house of love, romance, and having a good time. Creativity, children, and getting out and spending time with people you care about. Your kids, your family, your neighbors. This is a great time. Don't hesitate with that. That's on the 11th and 12th. Now, most of what's happening this month is part of the transits. So I'm going to jump in there right now and talk about that. On February 14th, yes, that's Valentine's Day, Saturn, the planet of taking responsibility and working hard, moves into fiery Aries. Where is that in your chart? It is in the 9th house, and it's all about exploring your world, whether it's intellectual, going on trips, joining a club, joining a book club. It doesn't matter. It's expanding your mind in some way. Okay, that's great. Saturn has been in Pisces, much more subtle, watery, laid-back sign for many years. It's now moved into firebrand Aries. It's not bad for you because you are also a firebrand and you understand it. Then on the 20th, we have a marriage between, the dog is barking, between Saturn and Neptune. Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries. What has happened? They've joined forces at 0 degrees. Neptune is known for its subtlety. Neptune is known for its understanding of the subconscious, of intuition, of spirituality. With both of these forces coming together, it's the blend of practicality, hard work, and an understanding that the subconscious, the unknowable, is suddenly in the forefront, and that the unknowable is knowable. I hope that made sense. I need a sip of coffee. I've been up since 4 o'clock. Why, you ask? I have a tendency to wake up really early. Now, here's the other piece. It's at 0 degrees. Write this down. This happens on the 20th. 0 degrees. We've never seen it at 0 degrees. Historically, astrologers look backwards. They look to see what's affecting you. What has happened before? We've had Saturn conjunct Neptune before, but it was at a little bit of a later degree. And these nuances are important. Oh, yeah. And this happens about every 38 years. What happened 38 years? I haven't even bothered to count backwards. But I can tell you, it's dynamic. The other thing that I'm predicting, and I never make predictions, is that I think the Neptune in Aries is going to cause some weather patterns to change. So keep that in mind. Then on February 18th, notice I'm jumping backwards a little bit, the new moon will be in Aquarius at 28 degrees Aquarius. And in your chart, that is where? In your 7th house of long-term partnerships, business and love, or anything else you consider an important partnership. If that is your dry cleaner or the person that makes your coffee in the morning, that's an important partnership. And a partnership is where you share. So maybe you get together every morning with your barista and share anecdotes and then buy coffee. It doesn't matter. Whatever you consider an important complement to your identity is your partner. This total eclipse at 28 degrees in Aquarius is found very prominently across the board in the charts of important people who are heads of state, royalty and otherwise. So look out, world. This is a big deal. It's a new moon. Do you understand that a new moon for you means a new start? A totally new beginning. So this is happening in that area of your life that's all about your partnerships. So what could this mean for you? Cementing a current dating situation? Jumping into a relationship that you don't know a lot about and deciding to get married? Joining forces with a smaller group and creating a new company? Deciding that you really care about your barista and would like to share recipes with that person and maybe write a cookbook? I don't know what it will be for you, but I can tell you that across the airwaves, this is being talked about. Just for educational purposes, a new moon is new beginnings, and a full moon is endings. Not bad ones necessarily. So, this is what's going on for you right now, Leo. It's exciting, but it's also a little nerve-wracking because there is change in the wind. And not everybody likes change. So let's take a look at the oracle cards and see how they work for you. Okay? I mean, who knows? Leo, 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 Leo. I have a lot of Leo in my chart. I have Leo. I have Pluto. I have Pluto at 27 degrees and Jupiter at 28 degrees of Leo. And I have Uranus in Leo. So I have very strong Leo aspects. And so I understand you folks. Clear and shield your energy. Clear and shield your energy. You know, you're so emotive. You're so giving with your feelings. Be careful, because evidently you right now need to put a shield around yourself. Easy way to do that, there are two easy ways. Put salt. If you take baths, put salt in your bathtub, and it's good for you anyway. Another way to do that, you can use Epsom salts. Another way to do this is to simply envision a white protective bubble around you, and imagine that it's surrounding you. And you can also do that to protect your loved ones. Imagine a white, loving, pure white light bubble surrounding you. It helps. I can attest to it. So, clear and shield your energy. Why are we seeing this? Why? Okay, let's see. Leo. You've been working your patooties off. 10 of Wands. You've carried whatever you do in your workaday world or in your life or in your family life, you're it. You're the it person. And there have been battles. You've been pushing forward even though people kept saying it can't be done. And you've consulted with experts. 2 of Wands. This is the 5 of Wands. This is an argument. This is a battle. This is, people not agreeing. But you have the skills, the talents, the training to move this ship out of the bay and into clear water. This is what I'm seeing. I'm picking up water. I'm picking up floating. There are people that love what you do. They have their eye on you. They care about you enough that they want to promote you. 4 of Cups. Don't overreact to things. Leo is an emotional sign. They're also very protective of the people they love. Slow it down. Slow your roll. This card says, don't overreact. Page of Swords. There's a new project that you need to jump in on. Don't do it yet. Analyze it first. Somebody might want you to work on this particular project. Make sure it's what you want. You will find things are becoming calmer as we move forward, probably in about 10 days. Let's see, today is the 9th, 19th, 20th. After we get through this Saturn-Neptune transit. Use your creativity. Excuse me, my nose itches. Use your creativity and your ability to think outside the box to make things happen for you. And furthermore, I know you've been a little bit down in the mouth. If you live in a place where it's really cold right now, you might have to get out in the sun anyway. And this is about you coming into your own, feeling happy again, feeling like, things are growing. There's joy in the world. I'm not Pollyanna enough to think that this is an easy time for everyone, but this is also a growing time. This is expanding of your psyches, your consciousness. So Leo, I wish you well, take care. And until next time, around the 21st, 22nd, we will meet again. Thank you. Have a great day. Hello there, Sag. You're one of my favorite signs. This is a forecast from February 8th to the 20th. And again, I always say to people, if you like this channel and you get a lot out of it, like, share, and subscribe. Send this out to your buddies. I love the fact that people are doing that. And also, if you really would like to contact me, I'm at Cottage Tarot, COTTAGE, Tarot, TAROT.com. Okay, without much ado, let's get going. Okay, this is important. 11th and 12th, the moon will be in your sign. What happens when it's in your sign? All kinds of positive outcomes can occur. You can get work done. You can make head. You can move that ship along. You can complete a project. You can meet a person that's going to be influential. This is a power point for you in the month. So it's Wednesday and Thursday, the 11th and 12th. Check it out. Put it on your calendar. Now, you are a fire sign. You are a philosophical fire sign. Many of you are clergy. Many of you are philanthropists, athletes, believe it or not, news commentators. You are a special breed unto yourselves. Now, the upcoming transits are equally important to the moon cycle, and I'm going to mention them right now. On the 14th, it is Valentine's Day, and you loving Sagittarians are probably busy looking for flowers, etc., etc. But I think you also need to write this down on your calendar. Saturn moves into your fellow fire sign of Aries, changes the whole demeanor of Saturn, which is all about, quietly moving forward on an important project, moving things along in a practical way, taking your time to discern what's important. But moving into Aries, it's different. It's using all of those traditional tools, but doing it in a fiery, dynamic way. And where does that hit you? You'll never guess. In the area of love, romance, that's your 5th house, your children, and your creative life. You've worked hard. You have spent a lifetime trudging along and doing all the right things. And now Aries is asking you to focus in on you. And this is a time where you could be finding yourself having a little bit more fun than usual. Now that's happening. I'm going to jump ahead to the 20th. You're not going to believe this one. Saturn, which is now in Aries, in your 5th house of love and romance and children and playtime and going to the park and going to parties and being creative, joins forces with Neptune, which is all about understanding the subconscious and understanding the role of intuition. These two link up at 0 degrees of Aries in your 5th house. You don't know why. You don't care. Your life is changing. And it's dynamic, and it's powerful, and it's fiery, and it feels different. You may have met somebody who is a real mover and shaker, and you are in love. One of your kids may have decided to run for political office, or is an athlete themselves, or has done something that's changing the complexion of the world. You may have a creative drive that comes out of left field, and you can't figure out where it came from. So that's happening. So keep that in mind. Then on the 18th, to make it all more juicy, the moon is a new moon, and it's a total eclipse to boot at 28 degrees of Aquarius. Sag, you're no longer going to stay silent. This is the communication house where it falls. and you're going to say your piece, and you're going to open up your mouth and talk about what you believe. You're also possibly involved with editing, writing, creating a new novel, going into the media and talking about something that matters, or you may start a new channel, or any number of things. Also, on this new moon, you address your siblings. Something is changing with your siblings. If you get along with them, you're supporting them. They're supporting you. If you have a disagreement with any of them, there will be a series of communiques that change the dynamic of that relationship or relationships. And that happens on the 18th. Remember, a new moon is a new start. And a full moon is the ending of a cycle. But this is a new moon at 20 degrees of Aquarius. Boy, oh boy. And it's known in the astrological community as being a powerful degree. 28 degrees. And this is found in people who have power in our society, amongst royalty, amongst heads of state, amongst leaders of corporations, etc., blah, blah, blah. But it's falling in your chart. And you may not be any of those other things, but it's a powerful impetus to make change and to start something new. And it's all about you communicating at some level. Are you a writer? Are you a dancer? Are you a songwriter? Are you ready to talk about something that you've held close to your chest? That's all happening. So Sag, that's the big news. This is a very powerful period of time, particularly from the 14th right into February 26th, which I'm not even going to talk about today. That's for the next video. But I want you to hear me. This is worth writing down and cataloging in your journal. Now, let's talk about what the oracle cards have to say. Energy healing. It's about you taking care of your body, taking care of your spirit, taking care of your ability to move through the earth plane. Are you resting enough, eating enough, etc., etc.? There are many ways to get energy healing. I leave that up to you. I like this card. It says Merlin. Okay, Sag. All of my life, I've had a lot of Sagittarian friends, and I value all of them. Queen of Cups, non-gender specific. I was going to say non-generic. This person is loving, caring, kind, emotionally giving. It's a Queen of Cups. Could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. She is struggling. Possibly she's having sleepless nights, or he is having sleepless nights. But I think it's more to the point that you are. And this person is there to help you, talk you through it. Nine of Swords is about something you can't come to terms with. Please hang in there. Because there is hope on the horizon. This is the victory card. This is the, the hero coming into town, the Six of Wands. Knight of Cups. There's an offer of friendship, an offer of love, an offer for you in general, possibly a work offer. Let's find out. There's a new start, honey. There's a new start for you. You're okay. You're okay. This is a new beginning. And it comes with this offer. You may find that you're offered a promotion. You also might find that somebody really is in love with you. That person could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Ace of Cups. This is my emotions overflow with affection for you. That's what this means. They like you. They want to be around you. Now, does this have to be romantic? Not necessarily. This could be somebody who just thinks you're the, I hate to use a term from the 40s, but the bee's knees. You're special. You're special to people. And so you need to not forget that. You have been through a war. This is the 10 of Swords. You've been pierced to the core. That's coming to an end. So when we see the 10 of Swords, we know that it's now ending. It's a new day. It's a new beginning. If you have not been dating, this could be a new start in that area. If you have not felt loved, this could be the end of that cycle. One more card. Sag, Sag, Sag. This is a rebirth for you. When this death card shows up like this, it's a new beginning. And let's add more to it. 9 of Cups. You're gonna have some fun, people. This is bodacious. This is abundanza. Maybe a little bit too much eating and drinking. But you're going to have a blast in the next few weeks. On that note, I urge you to have some fun. Take care and don't give up. You are right on the precipice of a big change. I wish you well. Take care.